Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the world's largest cruise ship, Star of the Seas. We've got our final day at sea. We're getting a little bit of a late start today, but that's okay. We are heading up to the Category 6 water slides. We're skipping breakfast today. Just so much food the last couple of days. I was telling Kayla as soon as I woke up, I'm like, man, I'm slightly hungry, but at the same time, I've had so much food that I have like no interest in eating right now. But we're also saving for lunch and dinner later on today. But the food has been absolutely phenomenal, and there's so many different choices, especially even surprisingly when it comes to the free stuff. But I'll go over all of that in separate videos and like a review and stuff like that. But the food has been absolutely phenomenal so far. Anyways, enough of that rambling. Heading up to Category 6, we're going to try to carry a GoPro on the water slide if they allow us. If not, that's a bummer, but we'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and head upstairs and get started with our day. And then by the time we finish all the water slides, it should be time for lunch. So don't worry about the lack of food. But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you want to continue following along all of the Star of the Seas content. Even though today is our final day at sea, we have plenty more content coming from the ship very soon. Anyways, let's get going.
Finished up the water slides, did both pink, green, and then the two blue ones. Well, technically, these are both the same thing. They're just racers. So we did those three. The yellow one is not, I guess they're doing maintenance on it today, and the drop slide is closed due to unforeseen circumstances on board Icon. So we just did the three today, but they're all awesome. The two raft slides are crazy. That little leaf that goes out over the side on the green one, nuts. But I think the plan is now we're gonna go to grab ourselves a drink and head down to Surfside to grab Surfside bites for some lunch. All right, we also got a ship update. We've got Harmony of the Seas all the way out there. Not gonna be able to zoom in that far, but we get the point. Harmony of the Seas came all the way from Galveston to go to Coco Cay today, and due to Hurricane Erin, she did not get to dock there today, which is very unfortunate. But she came basically all the way out here to go to Coco and is not going there. So lots of days at sea for that one. But that was an 8-night cruise coming all the way out here. Then we got the Carnival Conquest way out there. And then Celebrity Beyond is kind of out in the middle. Again, not gonna be able to zoom in far enough to catch these, but I'll try to see if I can make like an arrow or something. But that's cool. And then, not Utopia, but Utopia is over on the other side of the ship, but very, very far out. Chicken and cheese nachos and chicken and cheese quesadillas here at El Fresh.
We're just thriving out here on the pool deck, and just had a nice lunch at El Loco Fresh, and I don't know what we're doing now. We're just kind of taking a gander.
All right, hitting up Surfside and grabbing ourselves some churros. Definitely not a sight I like to see. Luggage tax.
Anyways, the slides were a lot of fun this morning. Awesome. Like I mentioned, the drop slide is not operational at the moment, which is a big unfortunate scenario. But the three that we did do were fantastic. We ended up grabbing lunch, as you saw, in El Loco Fresh. Very, very good. Thought the food was great. Haven't really found anything that's not good so far on the ship. And then we also grabbed churros down in Surfside as well. But anyways, we're gonna shower, clean up, and kind of continue the rest of our day here on board Star of the Seas. All right, so it's only been like 10 minutes, but the rest of the guys are going to base camp, and I cannot say no to base camp. So that is I wouldn't even call it a hidden gem. It's just the fact that it's free this time around. Thumbnail face. The fact that it's free this time around is game changing. So going to base camp. Real. Uh-oh. Snake.
So they're getting ready for the naming ceremony that's taking place tomorrow when we get off the ship. So this looks really cool. You even have like the stage and everything right there. It's super neat. So we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close to Hurricane Aaron, or it's starting to get a little bit closer to us. But getting really, really choppy now, which is gonna make it interesting. It's gonna get worse throughout the day, I think. But it's kind of cool though, because this is like the first time we've actually felt the ship rocking at all.
Sorry.
Up the seas. That's going to wrap up our final day here on board the beautiful Star of the Seas. This is actually going to be our last video. Normally I do a debarkation video, but we're the only one in port tomorrow as we come off the ship, and we also dock at 4 a.m. So it's just going to be a little bit too early for me, and without other ships, it's not going to be too much for us to film either. So I am unfortunately going to not do a debarkation video, but with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed these Star of the Seas vlogs. They were so much fun. I have absolutely had one of the best cruises I've ever had so far. So it's been amazing. Everybody that I've met on this cruise, Caleb, you were super cool. Thanks for hanging out with me this weekend. It was fun. But everybody from the Cruising Sisters to Travel Spree to Adams Away. Everybody that we've met this weekend has been absolutely amazing and great to meet everybody. So with that, thank you again so much for watching all of the videos so far, and we'll see you in 3 weeks on board the beautiful Utopia of the Seas. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.